Welcome to episode 19 of the Lovecraft tapes, an actual play Call of Cthulhu 7th edition RPG podcast using Roll20.net. I am your keeper of arcane lore, Jeremy Boomstick Johnson. Your investigators of the unknown are Brian Johnson as Samantha.
I have to read.
George Gallagher as Charles.
Whoa.
And Matt Zeilish as Dan.
I really have to associate with these two?
I'm afraid you do, yes. That's
Damn.
The company you keep. All right, so how are we doing tonight? What are we eating and drinking?
Mixed steamed vegetables.
Ugh.
And
drinking
enjoy by from Stone, of course.
Oh, nice. And
Still
what was
working on it.
the date on that? Enjoy by?
I think it's today.
It's really
Maybe
weird.
it might have been 2 weeks
What
ago.
a coincidence.
Maybe 3.
And it sounds like George is
Oh,
drinking
fuck.
something interesting.
Water.
Are you sure it's not grass flavored soda?
Were we started recording on Audacity?
Oh, shit. Yeah, we should get going on that. Sorry, guys. My bad. We'll have to start over, actually.
I recorded because I'm awesome.
Did you actually start your Audacity?
I
You're
did.
pretty fucking awesome, man. Wow.
So let me stop and get rid of it so we can start over.
It don't matter. You can let it go. I can cut it
Okay.
out. So if you're running, just let it roll.
All right.
All right. Everybody else rolling?
Yep.
Yep.
Matt. Okay. Let's clappy clap, okay?
Hold on.
Let's-
I'm not ready. I
let's-
am not ready. Hold on.
All right.
Now I'm ready.
Sweet. Okay. Ready for a clap? And Matt, this time actually clap, please.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Uh-huh. Asshole. All right. On 3. 1, 2, 3. All right. Thank you. All right. Now we can roll. Let's try this introduction yet again. Welcome to episode 19 of the Lovecraft tapes, an actual play Call of Cthulhu 7th edition RPG podcast using Roll20.net. I am your keeper of arcane lore, Jeremy Boomstick Johnson. Your investigators of the unknown are Brian Johnson as Samantha,
I hope they have room service.
George Gallagher as Charles. Deja vu all over again. And Matt Zeilish as Dan.
You know what? This is a really nice Cadillac you're driving right now. You know that's going to freak out like one person, and it's totally going to be worth it.
All right. How's everybody doing tonight? What are we eating and drinking?
I'm
I'm
drinking
having-
just plain old water.
Plain
Me
old
too.
water.
Plain old water. I'm just doing water tonight.
I am doing Enjoy by from Stone Brewery.
And what was the date on that?
Have you picked up the Valentine's Day stone?
No, remember, I don't get it over here. They hide it.
214.
The
Oh,
people that get it into their
This is
stores
a little-
hide it.
This one's a little different, B. It's 214, enjoyed by 214. It's they do sell it in bombers or 6-packs, but I've only seen it in bombers so far. And it is chocolate coffee IPA.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Well, I know what I'm doing tomorrow.
Go on the hunt. I'm sure it's going to be worth it. All right. Well, before we continue, we do need to take a quick commercial break. And we're back.
Oh my God. Really?
Our standards have really gone downhill since we started.
I know, but you know what we can do? We're whores.
Yep.
We
It's
are
no
whores.
baby.
We love money. All right. So before we continue along with episode 19, I do want to introduce a new optional rule. And this is something that I picked up from the How We Roll podcast, as well as some comments from Facebook page, Call of Cthulhu RPG. So this is something called spending luck. And if you'll take a look at your character sheets, you will see, obviously we've used this in the past, a little thing called luck. And it is on the left-hand side next to the Call of Cthulhu logo. And Samantha, for instance, has a 65 luck. Okay. And this is basically just sort of a sort of throwaway or catch-all, not really a skill, but just a little bit of a random element to the game. So if, basically it's engineered to be something where the character might say, I think I have a $5 bill in my pocket. And if it's, they're trying to buy something that's exactly $5, then maybe I'd say, okay, give me a luck roll. And if you get underneath it, then yeah, that happens. That's fine. One of the optional rules is something called spending luck. And what this is, any of the investigator skills, no other rolls, not strength, not con, not dex, not roll for insanity, not any other ones, just the stuff that's in the investigator skills. You can actually spend some of your luck to improve your roll.
Oh,
You cannot use this for certain things. And I've got the Keeper's Rule Book here. You can't spend luck. You can either, if you have a skill roll that you failed, you can, and that's really when you'd use it, is if you failed and you can spend luck within a certain amount of periods to make that roll. But you have the option to either push the roll, and we already know what happens there, or you can spend luck. You can do one or the other.
What happens there? What happens when you push the roll?
Well, that's another thing. Just as a little side note here, one of the suggestions from a listener was to have you guys push more rolls. So, and I noticed too, in how we roll.
Oh, because that went so swimmingly last time, and I was yelling
my
for like
comment.
30 minutes.
That was my comment to the listener too. I was like, well, we did that once and it didn't go so good. But
yeah, I got berated.
yeah. Well, it's because from a listener standpoint, they want those terrible things to happen.
right. Of course, they want us to die.
That was his comment, because he wanted more of that. And in the How We Roll podcast, they do quite a lot of that, I noticed. And that's part of the deal too. And maybe this brings up a larger point for us. I think sometimes it's easy to approach this game as almost like a video game that we have to win this, but it's more of an interesting story when it doesn't go as planned.
Right.
So I think that's the impetus behind the pushing more rolls, is it makes it a more interesting story in a lot of respects. And of course, you die, which you guys have been lucky so far to not technically died. I mean, Chuck, but also keep in mind that at any given time, one of the mechanics of the game is if you do happen to die within the context of a scenario, typically the keeper will allow you to play an NPC. That just happens to be. And so you sort of slip into the skin of someone maybe you've already met within the scenario.
Typical Saturday night.
Yeah, slip in that skin. So that's a dynamic that I think we will end up using at some point, maybe sooner rather than later. So we may do away with some backup characters and sort of allow you to play some NPCs instead. It probably won't happen tonight unless you guys are really terrible. But
so it's going to happen tonight then.
Hopefully not, but we'll see. So luck points may not be spent to alter the result of a pushed roll. So if you did decide to push a roll, you can't then spend more luck to.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You have the one opportunity. If you roll a critical, which does make sense because critical is awesome, then or a fumble, you can't do it.
Okay, so somewhere in the middle.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, and if I guess
what
also
if I want to improve my critical success that's already.
I know.
I want
It's kind of a weird
I
rule.
don't get it. As also, you can't use luck to offset a firearm if it malfunctions.
Okay.
And we haven't really gotten to the firearm malfunction thing because we haven't used it that much, but that's another aspect. And that is pretty much. Oh, here's the other thing. If you do decide to spend luck to improve a skill roll, you may not then check that roll.
Oh,
that skill.
for future upgrade. Okay.
Correct. So
and how much can we spend the luck? How does
you
that?
can spend as much as you want of your luck pool.
Wow.
Keep in mind, this is permanent. Okay.
So I'm sorry. So
So
like
my luck is gone.
if I roll like a 28 and I need a 30, then
Yes.
I could use 2 of my luck to get the 30.
Correct.
And then I just always have 2 less luck.
Correct.
Okay.
Yes. And you would not increase that skill. It's not eligible for increase when we do our sort of level up.
Right.
So you would not check that skill.
Okay.
But if you used it later on successfully without using luck, then you could check it. So you could, keep.
Oh,
keep
okay.
doing that. The other thing is at the after each session of play, which I'll have to double check that, but to me that means like what between scenarios, the player can improve their luck. So you can do an improvement, much like you would improve a skill,
Okay.
right? So if you roll over your luck, your current luck level, then you could improve it by D10, just like you do your skills.
Sweet.
Make sense?
Sweet.
Okay. So
Probably need a refresher when it comes to it. But
keep that in mind. Just remember, like if you fail a skill, you can either push it or you can add luck. And that's
so
it.
if I have a 10 in mechanical repair, I can spend 65 luck.
Yes. Yeah, technically you could.
And then have no luck left.
And that'll be it. Yep.
What happens when I have no luck left?
Well, that was
And you're
one
just
of,
really unlucky.
yes, that's exactly right. So when something does come up where you absolutely need luck, you're going to be shit out of luck.
Literally.
Literally. So, all right. Boom, boom, boom. Luck roll.
Nice.
Yeah, man. Nice. Okay, so that is the new rule that we're introducing this episode. And
Brings us up to like 6 rules now.
I would like to put my luck into drive auto, please.
yeah. And there are many other optional rules, but we're trying to keep it relatively simple at this point. But this was recommended to us from other players, and we'll see how she goes. So, all right. So I think before we continue, we would like a little bit of recap. George, would you like to fill us in on the first gap?
I'm trying to remember.
No, just read your thing I gave you.
Oh, okay. I misunderstood you. I closed out of it to look at his roll. Okay. My name is Chuck. I'm not sure why people insist on calling me Charles, but that's okay. They're just confused right now. They'll come around eventually. I've been out of it for a while. A long, deep sleep filled with nightmares. I'm not sure what's more scary, the life I led before the coma or the fantasy life I created while in it. Any differences between a cheating wife who commits suicide after a miscarriage or a floozy starlet who sucks the life out of other women? Not much, I guess. No matter, I'm back where I belong, I think. So Samantha's my daughter and Dan's her fiance, huh? That's going to take some time to get used to. Not sure I like it, any of it. I have to take it hour by hour now. Dr. Loveland has given me a pill, Xanax, to take it daily. He's also prescribed a week-long stay at the Contented Cow Spa in Deer Farm, New Hampshire. Sounds boring. After a drive to the island, we checked in. I got a suite all to myself. Weird that Samantha didn't insist on taking the larger room. Seems like a nice place. After lunch, I went back up to the room to get some rest. My head's still spinning after all these changes. Seems someone besides the handyman has been here. There's a free pass to the spa downstairs on my bed.
Okay. And Brian?
My name is Samantha. I'm a student and assistant professor at Miskatonic University in Arkham, Massachusetts. It's been a tough year. First, my mother committed suicide. We found out later she'd been pregnant by another man. My father, Charles, also tried to kill himself, but spent half a year in a coma. When he awoke, he wasn't himself. He'd become Chuck, a Los Angeles private eye from the 50s. It took another 3 months of intense psychotherapy before he began to remember what happened and who he really was. We've driven north to Deer Farm in order to finish his recuperation. All of us need to get away. Hopefully the week will help heal the past. Shortly after checking in, we met handyman Carl. He told us about the murders of the previous owners 10 years ago and how straw had been found embedded in their necks. Dan and I have decided to hike around the grounds after lunch, get some fresh air.
All right. Matt?
My name is Dan. I work at the university as a security guard. It's not as glamorous as the mystery novels I keep in my desk, but it beats being on the front line of whatever war we're waging these days. Poor Samantha. Poor Charles. They've had a rough go at it. I'm not sure if I can help them mend their relationship, but I'll stick by your side for as long as it takes. The contented cow is very nice, peaceful, except for those crows roosting in the trees. Give me the creeps. Samantha wants to go for a walk, but I'd rather hit the pool. Whatever she wants. We bumped into a local resident, Betsy, walking up the road toward the hotel. She seems like a nice lady. Invited us to have a glass of wine at her place before dinner. She mentioned something about the inn being built upon an ancient Indian burial ground. That sounds vaguely familiar for some reason.
All right.
Poltergeist.
And now we continue. Chapter 3, Returning Home. All right, so we find ourselves, Chuck is in his room looking at a spa pass, which I think I gave that to you, didn't I?
Yeah.
Cool. So you have your free spa pass there. And Samantha and Dan are out on the front driveway and considering a hike along the grounds. And I'll go ahead and move you guys back over to the map of Deer Farm.
Oh.
There you go. No music, sorry. So why don't we begin with Chuck? Charles, what would you like to do, sir?
I don't think Chuck's much of a spa guy, so I don't think I'm gonna use that pass. I think I'm going to kind of just walk around the area and see what's what.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, it's a normal hotel, so tell me where you'd like to go.
I just want to walk the grounds.
So you want to go outdoors?
Yeah, I don't need to go far. Just stick on the path.
Okay. You've got the map there. Why don't you show me where you're going to go?
Where am I on the map?
You're at the Contented Cow. That's the very top building there to the north.
I thought the whole complex was.
It's the whole complex island is sort of like the Contented Cow, but that is the actual inn. Is to
The
the
actual
north
hotel is right there.
Okay. I'll just go down to the. Well, there's only one path out,
Mhm.
and then go up to that next building.
Yeah,
I
that's
suppose.
the main road. Everything else is sort of just, think of lightly wooded area. It's not too terrible. There's obviously the river nearby.
Can we got those icons back we used to have for our characters?
Yeah,
that
sure.
We could place on the map.
Yeah, should be able to do that. Let me double check here. Assets.
Acid.
Assets. Let me
No
find-
asses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shake that asset. Show me what you're working with.
Well, I have a lovely diversified portfolio in stocks, bonds, and equities.
What's a flowio?
Flowy-o-wee-o.
It's a new energy drink I'm working on.
All right, hang on a second. I gotta find you because I got a whole crap load of things here.
JR, I think I know what you think is a pen. I think it's me trying to mute my mic. The mute button doesn't work right, so I usually have to press it 4 times or so to actually mute the mic, and it makes a clicking sound.
Oh,
No,
you know
it-
what, George? I figured it out. It's just a light tap down, and it shuts it off.
Yeah, and it's actually when I notice it, it's you while you're talking, and it's just something like you're
Subconscious, maybe.
yeah. It's and
I just don't know what it could be. I never hold anything, really.
I haven't looked back at the old videos to see what it is, but
Anyway, but yeah, I
Yep.
know that when I try to mute the mic, it picks that click up. Even when you unmute it, it
Mhm.
picks up the noise of the unmuting on the waveform, which is annoying.
okay. Let's see, Nick Offerman, there you are. Julian, okay, there you guys go. And let me see if I can actually give you control of that because you're Nick, right?
Yeah.
Controlled by George.
Yep. All right.
There you go. And
I'm going to try something real quick, guys. Tell me if you can hear me. Check, check. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, we can still hear you.
Okay. So that's just, I was checking the microphone icon on the computer to see if it mute the mic.
Mm-hmm.
It does not.
Yeah. Speaking of which, double check, make sure your
I did.
Audacity says Yeti.
Yep.
I just thought about that. Okay, there you guys go. So you can move
All
your
right.
little.
So I am
butts
going
around.
down to this. I'm following the road down here, and then up
Mhm.
to this building.
Okay, got it. And which direction are you headed, Dan and Samantha?
Well,
Oh, shit.
we wanted to take Betsy up on her offer. I mean,
Yeah, I think we should.
Maybe we can.
Don't touch me.
Well, currently it is relatively early. You guys have just checked in. You had lunch, and so right now it's right around. Excuse me. It's right around. Let's say 1:30.
Okay.
And I believe she told you 6 p.m.
Yeah. Okay. So it's not ready yet.
Okay.
Yeah. So you've got a little time to explore around and maybe discover more of what the contented cow has for you.
Why don't we hike a little bit more and then maybe take a nap before we go there? Does that sound good?
Yeah, I mean, there's some great trails around here. We can head down to the river.
Oh, yeah. Let's do that.
Maybe
We're heading
find
to
some
the river.
ancient Indian skeletons along
All
the
right.
way.
You can go ahead and move your icons to where you'd like to explore.
You lead, David. I mean, Dan.
David. All right. So that's the. So basically, you're gonna fall along the path there, and then sort of cut on over. Okay. So let's do this. So Sam and Dan would have headed out previous to that. So,
Yep.
Previous to Chuck actually coming back down after he checked out the spa pass. So you guys essentially, go through. It's pretty nice out. It is May 4th right now. So it's
Star Wars Day. Yeah.
Yes, may the 4th be with you. It's just very nice. It's everything's in bloom in New Hampshire. It's still a little not chilly, but it's probably in the 60s right now, and good hand holding weather, and everything's nice and in bloom. As you go by, travel along the road there, and you don't see any other people walking along. You can see that the road is, pretty well worn, but kept up pretty nicely. There are little signs here and there, and as you come to the sort of fork in that road, you do see a sign that's low to the ground. They're very clearly concerned about having big, gaudy signs, so they have these nice little placards that point the way. And south it says Farmex, and north it says HW Industries.
So, what sounds more interesting, farming or whatever else that other thing is?
Farmex is actually. And let me move to a different layer here. GM info overlay. There we go. I'm going to move this up to the map layer.
Oh.
And this one up to the map layer.
Oh.
There you go. As you know, Farmex is a sort of mysterious pharmaceutical company that has been taking over and buying up smaller companies the past few years. And a lot of the drugs that you see in the grocery store and drugstores are slowly converting over to this new brand, Farmex.
So you want to go get high? I hear there's a pharmaceutical company nearby.
Hey.
HW Industries, you don't know much about. You've never really heard of them.
You want to head over towards HW? We've heard of Farmex.
Yeah, that.
I mean, we're closer to
company.
it, and then maybe we'll head back and take a nap before we head over to Betsy's house.
Why not? I mean, your dad did say we were detectives back in the 50s. Maybe we still got some good old detecting left in us.
Oh, Danny.
All right, so you walk along the road, and as you wind around a couple bends in the road through the canopy of trees, you see a relatively sort of looks pretty close to the Contented Cow, much smaller though. It looks like a converted farmhouse of some sort.
Seems
Strange.
nice. Does it look like there's anyone there right now? Like, does it look like it's in use, or is it just like empty?
There are no cars in the parking lot. Why don't you give me a spot hidden?
Oh yeah,
That looks like a really good extreme success.
just like the '90s, everything I do is extreme.
Use your
As you-
luck.
Push it.
As
As you approach the building, you do notice that there are grates on the windows, Dan, and there does appear to be a very complex electronic lock on the front door. The windows are all dark. You don't see any kind of lights on anywhere, and there are no cars in the driveway.
Hey, honey,
Yeah.
what kind of retreat needs iron grates over the windows and a high-end electronic locking system?
You know, it's just a company out in the country, and they probably obviously shut down for maybe the weekends. They want to make sure everything's secure while they're gone, so they don't have to hire security this way. I'm sure it's fine.
If you say so. Still,
Well, we can look around if you want.
I mean,
Not so close. Not so close.
personal space.
I say we got some time. Let's do what Dad says and let's be investigators. Let's check it out.
Sure. Nothing like poking around someplace you're not supposed to be.
We can't do that here.
Oh.
Okay, let's just stick to looking around.
Oh. Okay.
All right, it's an audio podcast, guys. Come on,
Okay, so
focus.
let's take a look. Let's see what we can see.
Yeah. We're going to get closer to the house and see what's what up close.
I want to look in a window.
Hey, go for it. It looks
Okay.
dark. If you can see anything through these metal grates.
I'm gonna try it. See if I see anything.
Samantha rolled a spot hidden roll and succeeded. So tell me what you're doing.
I'm looking through the windows with my
Which
hands
windows?
around my face. The front one's right by the front door.
So you go up onto the porch.
If that's where the windows are.
There's windows around this. It's a farmhouse, so think of a
Mhm.
farmhouse.
Is there a window by the front door?
The front door has a mottled glass window.
Ooh, I'm going to look through the front door window.
Well, you know what mottled glass is?
No.
It's sort of like the wavy.
Oh, okay.
Can't quite see. It's sort of opaque.
I'm assuming it's like an old farmhouse. So you got like a window on either the right or the left side. It's a porch, maybe a partial wraparound.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So I'll
yes,
look in the window to the right of the door.
Okay. You peek in, and it appears to be a sort of sterile lobby inside. It is, although that the farmhouse has been not reconstructed, but refitted, retrofitted. Everything looks really nice and solid and cleaned up, but it has sort of an air of artificiality to it. It almost looks like it's a building that is mocked up to look like a farmhouse, but isn't actually a farmhouse. And inside, in the lobby area, you see it is mostly stainless steel tile. You see a front desk with maybe the top of a computer monitor behind it.
Okay.
And the lights are all off.
Okay. Yeah, it's dark, obviously. It's
Does not appear
midday,
to
but
be
still.
home.
Yeah. Huh. Yeah, I don't see much. It looks like just like a waiting room.
And Sam, now that you're this close, you do see, thanks to your spot hidden roll, a webcam mounted just above the door towards the ceiling
Oh.
of the porch.
Dan, come here. Look. They have a camera up here.
Yeah.
Should we give them a shout?
We might not want to get caught on that. So,
Billy.
Let me in, Billy.
I mean, if that place is sterile,
We
as you
haven't done
say-
anything, but I agree. Maybe we should back off a bit.
And I assume you guys are just talking exactly in this voice.
That's how I'm talking.
To each
I'm in
other.
character. Well, I
Yeah.
was.
All right.
Can I look around and see if there are any other obvious security cameras anywhere?
Nope, you're not allowed to look around.
Yes, actually, with your excellent roll, you do notice that there are many cameras mounted to the exterior,
All in one spot.
basically covering all around it.
Huh.
It's not just
Well-
a webcam. They have this place locked down.
Well,
on
there's
video
your
feed.
explanation then. They don't need a security guard because they have it covered. Can we go?
If you don't think there's anything else you want to look at, I mean, this place is. I don't know. There's just something. I've spent a lot of time guarding buildings,
Yeah.
and there's just something here.
Well,
that's,
we've got time. I just want to check on Dad real quick, if that's okay.
yeah. It sounds like a great idea. Maybe he's gotten out of his room for once.
Yeah, it is anything I want, remember?
Fine, let's go. Here they have a really nice spa.
Ooh. So do we see my dad at all since he's walking that way or no? Not yet.
I would say at this stage, Chuck is what the fuck? Chuck is probably at the crossing the road there.
Oh, okay. So I'm going to start walking down.
Well,
All right, Charles, you do see Samantha and Dan heading back your way.
Well, there he is
Yay.
right now, Dan.
Hey, Charles. Good to see you out of your room out and about.
I don't
How you
want to
feeling?
talk to you.
Dad, don't be rude. How do you like the place so far?
I don't care.
Well, we're going to go back and take a nap. So if you need
Good.
anything, we'll be in our room.
Okay.
You sure you're okay?
Yep.
Okay, we'll see you back at the hotel.
I guess
So,
with that, me and
yeah.
Sam are going to head back up to the hotel.
All right. Remind me again your room numbers, please.
Wasn't
Hi.
it 312 was ours, and then George's was 302.
Okay. I need to modify those.
Okay.
Well, yeah, I think I actually have. Sorry, guys.
That's all right.
Could we be any less professional?
Probably in the movie, right?
Could we be any less
Yeah,
professional?
yeah, yeah.
Yes,
All
we could.
Yeah,
Probably
okay.
doesn't happen at Night Vale.
Yeah. That's probably true. Well, then again, Nightville wasn't working with like 25 different NPCs. Let's put Chuck in 201, which is sweet.
Well, the dragon had 5 heads.
And Samantha and Dan are in 209.
Great,
And
we got
it is
downgraded.
It is a three-floor hotel. So, sorry
Sounds
about
good.
that. All right.
What room are we in, honey?
Well, our key says 209.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Why would you think it was anywhere else? That's just
I have
ridiculous.
no clue. It's a long drive here, and I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah. Okay. Great. So you guys retire back to your room. Let's switch over to Charles.
That's
That's you,
easily-
George.
Yeah.
My
I
name's
thought
Chuck.
there'd be a question or something.
What's that?
Be like a question or like a.
No. I
So
want to know
what
what
are
you're
we
doing.
doing now?
You lead the story, please.
Let's go to this building.
Betsy's.
What's going on there?
All right. So you switch course, and you see basically the same thing that I described to Samantha and Dan. the short little signs that are at road level. You see the one to Farmex as you come to the crossroads here. Bing. And then as you go down to this crossroad, bing.
I can't see your bings.
Are you looking at the map?
Yeah.
Let me make sure I'm on the right layer here. Map and background.
I mean, Bing, the absolutely fabulous search engine by Microsoft that everybody
that,
should
Bing?
use.
Okay. I think it was because I'm on a different layer or something. Let me see here. Objects and tokens. There we go. So as you go here, that's where you see the Farmex. Okay. And then, yep. And there you see.
Hashtag please sponsor us, Microsoft.
You see. I think I may have said this before, but right here, there's a little sign, and this is where you see a new building.
Ooh.
A nude building.
A nude building.
No pants on.
We'll add that to the map layer. There you go.
So
So
very
that
creatively titled business.
pretty on the nose, right?
Welcome to Cranberry Farms, where we farm apples.
All right. Cranberry Farms is the building in the southeast corner of the island, and Betsy Carter's basically just says private residence. And you have not met Betsy Carter, so you have no idea what this thing is, other than it's a private residence.
Well, I should not disturb the private residence. Let's go get some apples at the cranberry farm.
All right, so you walk down the road, and this road in particular is a little more of a dirt track. You do see a copse of cranberry bushes. I guess they're actually sort of bogs, aren't they? Cranberry bogs.
Probably should look that up.
Now, I'm trying to remember like cranberry juice commercials.
I think you're right.
Yeah, you're
Allow me-
correct.
It's a bog.
Okay,
There you
Bing.
There you go. There's my bogs. So you do see a sort of. It looks like it's mostly like maybe a test farm, and you see some tractors and obviously some farm equipment, that type of thing. And it appears that it's not open right now. It appears to be pretty dark.
Probably because there's very few cranberries in this spot.
Right. Might not be cranberry season. I don't
Like
know.
16.
Bananas.
I think, don't they fly south in May? I don't know.
Bye-bye, cranberry.
Yes, bye.
Pineapples.
But the building itself is a series of outbuildings and barns. Obviously, they're using it for storage of some sort, and there's a main sort of like testing or tasting office, that sort of thing, or tasting room.
This is the guy from the Ocean Spray commercials.
Yeah, there he is.
He's got the waiters on just pointing at you.
that's the villain in this episode, is him just standing in the fog staring at you.
Stick man, beware the stick man. All right,
Okay,
so that's
there's
kind of
no-
what you see.
What's going on there? Then I guess I'll just head back.
All right, and just taking the same way back.
Over here. And then there.
Okay. Well, that didn't take long. As you come in, Charles, the front desk lady, Patricia was her name tag. She welcomes you back. Welcome back, sir. Did you have a nice walk? Do you eat Chinese food?
No. I
Well, you
prefer
need to walk.
Mexican town food.
Chinese food.
Oh, I get it.
Taco fish.
Have you tried our spa yet?
No, and I'm not much of a spa person.
Oh, well, they if you're looking to relax, we do have some nice masseuses.
Oh, I didn't know that's what I meant by I'm not much of a spa person. I didn't know I meant I enjoy spas and want to hear more about their services.
I just, you look a little tense. You look a little
I am a
pinched.
little tense.
He's too
I will
tense.
say, Dolph is very good with his hands.
I'm not going to go get
Dolph
massaged by a
Lundgren?
poor ass.
What the hell is he doing here?
Well, if you have a problem with that, that's no big issue. Maria is also available.
I really don't know how else to explain my disinterest in the spa, so I'm just going to walk away.
That's fine, sir. And the bar is open too if you need a
Now
drink.
that seems more applicable to me.
I knew something would help you.
I don't care for you.
Oh, I'm sorry. And she shuffles some papers.
Well, I'll shuffle some papers too. Two can play that game.
Paper Shuffler Simulator 2016.
And at that very moment, a large, tall gentleman. And actually, I have pictures for you guys. That's so rude of me to not share some pictures of these NPCs.
Brian likes the pictures.
I know.
That's how I
Okay,
read.
NPCs. So you just met Patricia. I think if I do that, can you guys see it?
Yeah.
I see her. Oh,
I
Oh,
see
if I
it.
don't look like that, it would have been a very
I'm
different
looking at
conversation.
Damn.
All right.
I would have been probably a little more
Can
friendly.
I have a mulligan?
Is that her shuffling papers?
That's her shuffling papers.
I'll be damned.
Anyways, audio podcast. And then, so right at that moment, as
Hey guys, she looks good.
as she's
Zooming
nervously shuffling papers, a tall gentleman bursts out from the back office, and let's see this. Currently share the players. Yeah, okay.
That's cool.
And he bursts out and he looks at you, looks at Chuck. What's the meaning of this? Patricia, are you harassing the customers again?
No, now she's my best friend. This
Oh,
new
I'm
information
sorry,
has changed
sir.
everything.
That's good to hear. Is there anything else we can do for you?
You can just buzz off, pal.
You're Charles Blaine, right?
Go take some of that mascara off.
Yes, I thought I recognized that mug. I think
This
my
is actually
daughter
a
had
tumbler.
you.
It's called a tumbler. It's aluminum.
No, let me check Tumblr. No, you're not on here. Nope. Well, how was your stay so far? So,
I literally could not be more passive.
well, I don't quite follow, but if there's anything you need, please contact me, Stephen Purfoy, manager.
I'll actually be contacting what's her face for all of my needs.
Patricia blushes.
That's a weird last name.
It's blushes.
It's French.
It's good day.
It's Belgian.
Ooh la
If
la.
you're interested, we have a class for silly walks down the hall.
Yes, well, will there be anything else?
Literally could not care less.
Oh, good day, sir.
Is it?
Harumph. And he goes back into the back office.
Rumph. Now what?
Oh,
All right.
well, I did just roll an extreme success, so I don't think I have much of a choice. But let's see. I think that TV sounds good. I feel like Chuck's a Golf Channel kind of guy.
There is golf playing in the bar.
To the bar.
All right.
Just don't walk into it. It hurts.
I heard a dyslexic guy walked into a bra.
I did, and it hurt.
So you walk up to the bar, and lo and behold, it's a beautiful young lady behind the bar. She sort of looks at you, and you look at her. Your eyes meet, and
Getting
I
it
will
on with the younger lady.
I need to find her and show her.
Where is she?
Where is she?
She's as
Where
good
is
looking as
blushes?
Patricia.
Hey, you go.
George
And
Chuck is never leaving the bar ever.
she's sort of wiping
Go back to
down.
the front desk.
She's wiping down the bar top, and you can see
Leaning
that
over, perhaps?
she is wearing a cook's uniform, but it's sort of undone a little bit. Looks like she's maybe in between meals, cooking meals, and acting as bartender.
I just like the thought of your Google image search history, and it's like beautiful 20-something-year-old girl, beautiful 30-something-year-old girl, really weird-looking 40-something-year-old man.
The NSA is just really confused.
It only gets better, I can promise you that. And yet, it's still an audio podcast.
They're lost. Check us on YouTube. I'll just have what do I drink? Whiskey? I'll just have a whiskey.
She points at a whiskey bottle
Is she mute?
and then points at another one and looks at you.
Yes.
She takes down the bottle.
No, I meant both.
Takes down the other bottle.
Who wants a whiskey and whiskey?
With a whiskey chaser, please.
The whiskey chaser, yes.
No, I don't want two. I want them both mixed together in one.
Yeah, that's what I did. You saw it.
Good.
Thank you. Yeah, there you go. So, and she puts it in front of you and just sort of sits, sort of is like uncomfortably close looking at you.
I have that effect on the ladies.
They're uncomfortable.
Yep.
And then from the back room, you hear, Martina, come. And she looks at you with a little weird.
I mean, it might take a few minutes, but I can try.
And then she sort of she holds up one, and then she walks back into the kitchen.
Okay.
And golf is on the TV, but it's turned all the way down.
Nothing my phone with its IR repeater can't fix.
Because you know that technology so well.
Well, no better time to learn than now.
He's only been in a coma for 6 months or whatever. So
He's going to go up and start looking for the knob to turn the volume up.
Basically, not even golf.
all right, so golf is there, and you're having a nice double whiskey mixed at the bar.
That is correct.
All right. Let's see. After a few minutes, a gentleman comes in. And let me share that gentleman with you.
You like sports?
Let
She a goer.
me find him real quick. Or incredibly not quick.
Well, it's all relative, really.
So he takes a
I hope they're not relatives. Oh, God, especially him.
stool right next to you, and he's like, hey, what's up?
Hey, what's up?
Is there an echo in here?
They're not going here.
You're trying to be a wise guy?
You trying to be a wise guy?
Nah, I get it now. You're funny. What are you drinking?
What are you drinking?
And that's when Martina comes back out, and she points at the guy, snaps her fingers, and grabs tequila and puts a shot in front of him. He slams it back, taps it. He's like, I see you met Martina.
I wouldn't say I met her.
She's right there. Did you not say hello?
No, I didn't.
Well, say hello. Martina, this is
Stephanie.
Stephanie, evidently. Probably the ugliest Stephanie I've ever seen.
Oh, you're
No-
one to
no
talk,
offense.
pal.
Well, hey, I'm just a plain old Dennis Spry.
You're the ugliest dentist I've ever seen.
Dentist. I'm not a 9-to-5er. Fuck that shit. I play poker.
Oh, did
Like
you lose your
hardly
eyebrows
even
in your
know, or-
last match?
No, but the other guy did.
Oh, did you win multiple chins in your last match?
I think you're being kind of a dick here, sir. What's your name?
Stephanie.
I don't think it's Stephanie. What's your name?
Okay, fine. It's Susan.
All right, have it your way. Thanks, Martina. And he walks away. Martina's looking at you.
Yeah,
Well, that's a
I mean,
rude thing to say to a customer. Jeez.
She signs.
is she deaf?
She shakes her head no.
I'm sorry, I'm confused what's happening. You said she signs?
Yeah.
As in uses sign language.
Okay, but she's not deaf, so she's mute.
There's a button on the TV that turns that off.
Matt.
I am completely lost.
She's
You're at
mute.
the bar.
You're at the
she
bar.
is mute. Okay, I assume there'd be some confirmation.
No, I'm just trying to mime it for
Does
you.
Chuck know sign language? Oh,
Don't
dude,
know.
remember my video's off because of my internet.
So you can't see us?
No,
Okay.
that's why I'm confused as hell.
That might be part
That
of
might
it.
explain it. You may want to turn that on.
I could try, but that's what kills the internet. It's not me broadcasting; it's me seeing you guys getting your video feed.
You can turn your camera off. That'll help.
Oh, it's off.
Yeah. Yeah, we see it's off.
All right, the video feed's on now, but we'll
All right,
see
cool.
if it causes any issues.
All right.
Now, how
You
do
know
I
what?
keep you up and not
Just
the
click
other
on
people?
his picture down
Yeah.
at the bottom.
Okay. So
Yep.
now let's try this whole scene again because I was so confused why you guys were just snickering.
I think you got the gist of it, and I apologize. I didn't know that you couldn't see us.
Yes. No, we're good. Okay. So she's
All
mute.
right.
And I don't
Yes,
think
she's
that
mute.
anything in Chuck's backstory would imply that he knows sign language. So I'm just going to kind of give her a thumbs up.
Okay. She goes back to polishing the bar, and she's keeping an eye on you in case you need anything.
Okay.
She does sort of push a little bowl of peanuts down the bar towards you,
All right.
and
I'm
they're
allergic
actually
to peanuts and I'm dead.
they are mixed nuts. They're kind of nicer quality mixed nuts.
I guess I'll have some of these nuts.
These nuts.
God,
All
you
right. All right. So let's switch back quickly to Samantha and Dan.
Oh, what?
Or are you taking a nap, quote unquote?
No, I'm tired. And I have a headache.
And he has a headache. Yeah, that's it.
Excuse me? Who has a headache?
So are you guys actually going to sleep?
I'm going to take a nap. Yes, I'm going to lay down in the bed and take a nap.
Okay. Samantha, you fall dead asleep. Dan, you're having trouble sleeping.
I'm going to check, see that she's asleep. I'm going to get up and head down to the lobby.
Okay. You head down to the lobby, and on the way, you do bump into some folks in the hallway. And I can share those with you real quick here.
I need narrower hallways. I keep bumping into people.
You keep bumping into them.
Sorry, pardon me. Sorry.
Excuse me. Pardon me. Excuse me.
And Bink.
Ugh. Nice.
All right. So there are three people in the hallway, an older couple who are in deep conversation with a sort of older gentleman. And as you get closer, why don't you give me a listen roll? You have to go by them to get to the elevator. And it appears that you succeeded at your listen roll. So you very easily overhear them talking about fishing.
Well, that seems exciting.
A scam on the internet?
They found this Nigerian prince who's willing to send them a good chunk of his fortune.
Email fishing.
Okay. I'm going to head past them into the elevator and head down.
You guys are the least curious investigators I've ever met.
What could I possibly want to know about fishing?
I'm just saying, like everything, nothing phases you guys.
You take a thing, you throw a thing, you pull something in.
What?
Or it's more like you guys are playing like, Mario Brothers or something. Like, okay, just gotta jump there. All right.
So what do you do?
So
Dan?
he's heading downstairs here. He said it. I'm gonna punish him for it. So
Roll for death.
You catch the elevator and pop on out to the lobby. You see the lovely young lady behind the desk, and she appears to be a little red-faced.
She has a tiny red face.
Hey, Patricia, I was wondering if you'd seen Charles lately.
Yes, sir. Yes, I have, and he's in the bar.
Okay, just making sure he hasn't gotten himself into too much trouble.
No. There's no trouble. No trouble. She sort of talks back behind her towards the manager's door.
Well, thank you very much. You've been very helpful.
Oh, no problem. No problem. Have you been to the spa?
I have not yet, but I've heard good things.
Well, here, let me. I have a few free passes. Let me give you one of these. And she pulls out a little pad of paper. And what room are you in?
I am in room 209.
209. Okay, all right. And she gives you a slip of paper. And 209 just basically says, actually, I'll give you exactly what it says. Let me share this little thing with you because someone else didn't use theirs.
Oh, gee, I wonder who that could be.
Chuck ain't no spa, man. Come on now.
Yeah, I've taken.
I'm just sharing that straight to everybody. So you should be able to see that now, I think. Any luck?
Trying to get rid of all these pictures.
No?
Yeah, I don't see anything.
All right, let me try this. I'll do this and do all players. That'll do it.
Oh, there it is. Free spa pass.
Mm-hmm. So the free spa pass says what, Matt?
Thank you for choosing the Contented Cow as your vacation destination. As a token of our appreciation, please enjoy one free 30-minute massage in our spa. Just call Roxy by pressing the spa button on your phone to make an appointment.
And the spa is located towards the rear of the first floor where the pool and stuff is.
Cool.
So.
Well, I'm going to tuck that away and head over to the bar and see if I can't do some sort of male bonding with Chuck because, alcohol and sports and that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah, absolutely. You do see Chuck sort of swirling his double whiskey at the bar, and there's a beautiful French lady polishing the bar in a cook's uniform. And she notices you immediately and sort of, indicates for you to sit wherever you like.
All right. I'm going to walk up and sit next to Chuck. Hey, good to see you up and out of your room. So, enjoying the day so far?
I'm just trying to watch golf.
Oh, it's interesting sport. Yeah.
You really think it's an interesting sport?
Oh yeah, it's great. It's absolutely wonderful.
Who's your favorite golfer then?
Golf. The one guy, the tall and the hat and he swings clubs for a living. I'm going to turn over to the bartender. Can I have a whiskey on the rocks, please?
I think maybe we lost him. Oh, there he is.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Is it just me or is Jeremy
Yeah, I can't hear him.
Completely static?
Yeah, I don't know if you can hear us, Jeremy, but you're kind of cutting in and out right now.
Anything?
Real quick. And
Okay.
I think I heard something real quick.
He said something real quick. Hang on a minute. Doodaloo,
I
doodaloo,
think the spot is a bad idea, guys.
doodaloo, doodaloo, doodaloo.
Why would you think that, George? I was just gonna have a drink and then head on down.
That's where the experiments begin.
So about those sports.
About those NPCs. Let's talk to them more.
You see how ugly that old lady was? Why would I want to talk to that?
You
I wasn't
talk
even
at
trying
them.
to be
You
funny. I
talk
literally
at
saw
them,
that
not
in my
to
first.
them.
My little first reaction was, yeah.
I heard you.
Like, seriously, look at that picture and tell me that's not what
George is
you
like, oh, I knew she looked like that. I would have not been mean.
Welcome to the Brian, George, and Matt show.
Hi, YouTube. We're having technical difficulties.
Isn't he the YouTube broadcaster? We're probably not even on the air now.
No, we're still live.
Yeah, it's still
By
live.
the way,
Oh, that's embarrassing.
all those stupid people who actually listen to us.
Okay, so this is what we're going to do, guys. Let's plot.
Does anyone actually listen to us? If you're listening, actually
I'm
say a
going to
message
the
so we know that there's
spa.
literally anyone out there.
After I get a drink.
Hello? It's me.
Anyone?
Hello from the other side.
Gross.
We're looking for literally one person who's listening to the show live.
Everybody?
In the club. Well, we were recording a podcast and now not so much.
But.
I'm not actually even looking at the YouTube chat.
I
Oh,
am.
you're not.
Nothing whatsoever is happening. So
Okay, that's what I thought.
I don't even have that up because it eats too much bandwidth.
welcome to the Stardew Valley Fan Podcast. Today we're going to talk about fall and the crops that you can grow.
Well, I'm going to grab a beer while he's connecting.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom while he's connecting.
Fine. I'm going to sit here and entertain the 0 people that are watching us live while he goes to the bathroom. And is connecting. Hi, YouTube.